Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned. Albino lists every game he's played this month. This month being December of 2020, the final month of the year, which saw the release of like 3 good games, and that's it. As always, games I've talked about in previous months that I'm still playing this month aren't part of what's happening here, and as a result, we've only got 5 new titles this time around, so let's dive in them. Number 1, Teardown. Teardown came out a while ago, a 100% voxel-created destructible environment where the campaign mode tasks you with completing various timed heists and objectives by reshaping the environment preemptively to create the quickest path through for yourself and escape. If you like thievery games but thought they needed an extra half hour of active planning per mission, Teardown is the game for you. I don't always have the patience for it, but seeing your best laid plans come to fruition as you perfectly traverse your created shortcuts once the alarm starts going off is a pretty solid experience. Number 2, Immortals Phoenix Rising. I've talked about this game plenty in other videos, so suffice it to say that Immortals is an expanded Breath of the Wild blueprint that improves the foundation in many ways and is absolutely worth playing. I ranked it 6th in my top 20 games of the year. The combat is varied, the movement is flexible, the upgrades are extensive, and the puzzles are imaginative. This game is proof that clones as a concept can be positive change makers that push existing mechanics forward and can even outshine their catalysts. I will never accept clone as a reason not to try out a game anymore. If it turns out it didn't do anything new or good after people played it, then fine. But being trepidatious just because something seems like something else, especially if you already like the thing it's supposedly like, makes no sense. Immortals is great. Number 3, Scavengers playtest. I don't have footage of this because they told people they weren't allowed to record anything, but Scavengers had a closed playtest recently, and it basically functions like a combination of DayZ and Apex Legends. A third-person, team-based battle royale with distinct heroes and abilities, but with a lot of NPC enemies littering the humongous playing field in a game where you actually compete for points instead of just being the last team standing, and can respawn unless your whole team gets wiped. I played a couple matches, and in terms of quality, I can tell you that it is a battle royale. That's pretty much it. It's another one, so have another one. I don't know when this game releases, but I know I won't need it, but maybe you'll be like, hell yeah, who knows. Number 4, Monster Sanctuary. I might not have played many new games this month, but the ones I did play, I am effing played, dude. Except Teardown and Scavengers. But the rest of them, including the next one after this, have brought me multiple dozens of hours each. I've got 60 hours to be exact on Monster Sanctuary at the time of this typing, a game which somehow gets better the more times I play it. A 2D Metroidvania creature capture RPG, my god. I need more of this combination in my life immediately. Monster Sanctuary scratches my inner game developer, who has never existed, but if he did, this is exactly the kind of game he would make. If you've played a Bloodstained game, you know how the exploration works. Add turn-based 3v3 encounters to that mix, using monsters with such diverse skill trees that even the same monster can be built in a myriad of different ways, and you've got a winning formula. I put this game as 9th on my top 20 games list, and frankly I undersold it. It's terrific. Get it, and encourage whoever made it to do a sequel or a spiritual successor or something, anything. Number 5, Cyberpunk 2077. The 2077 exists for no reason. Nobody says it. Nobody's like, oh hey, I'm gonna go play Cyberpunk 2077. They're like, oh hey, I'm gonna go play Cyberpunk and have a great, albeit glitchy time. This was my game of the year, despite it crashing over a dozen times during my playthrough, because no matter how much it tries to get in its own way, it can't ruin the legibility of how fun it is. I've had plenty of late nights with Cyberpunk, and while it's unfortunate that we had to firstly experience it in the state it's in, I haven't let that dull my enjoyment, and with big patches already rolled out and more on the way, nobody will care in a few months when they're rebuying the game with their refund money. And that's every game I played this month. Tune in next month for every game I played that month. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.